J360 Radio.
Hello, J360 Legion, and welcome to the J360 MiniBytes here on J360 Radio, hosted by J.M. Brady. I am your host, J.M. Brady. Let's get into it. Hey, how's it going, J360 Legion? What is happening? This is J-Man, of course, just sitting back, chilling, and ready to crank out another MiniByte for you, and this is 233, the post-anniversary. Man, I still can't believe that we crossed anniversary road that quick, huh? Yeah, we're just finishing up 2024 and stepping into 2025. And you know something, like I said, in that special, if anybody heard it or not, yeah, we're doing a little bit of different things here. Like, as much as I'd like to have all the shows firing off, you know, it's all about which one's ready to go at the time and which one is going to impress you. But don't you worry, though, like, we still have the main J360 radio shows coming in, and a few of the J360 TVs, and not to mention, like, J360 Jams. That's all together, guys. Like, this is going to be great. And let me let you know this, for those of you that are wondering, yes, the Ko-fi will have all of the episodes, and everything will be ad-free. You know what I'm saying? And it's $3 right now, so, but by the time next year starts, it's cranking up to $5, so I'm letting you all know that. But it's well worth your membership and everything else, just stepping up into the next level of J360 Productions content. So, yeah, nothing to worry about. We're still going to keep on doing the most awesome creative content ever! And yes. I'm sure you're probably wondering what your schedule is going to be like. Well, let's go ahead and take a look, right? You have the MiniBytes happening right now, and you have the season opener of the J-Man show happening tomorrow. And then on Thursday, you're having... I would like to go ahead and do an experiment, and this experiment will be Power Play Season 2. I would like you all to join me for that on Twitch at, let's say, instead of 10, make it 9 o'clock p.m. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on ahead and have a little bit of fun with it. Whatever the game will be, you know, I'm just going to test out something new because we changed up the format a little bit and the way it looks, so I'm going to be having a great time just sitting back and seeing how far it goes, in addition to some other J360 TV things that I'd like to unveil for you all. Oh yes, that is happening on Thursday. It has to, because that's where it all began. See what I'm saying? Trust me, you guys are going to love it, and I'm excited to see how this all rolls out. Speaking of which, the holiday season will be coming up soon, so I got to say this. As far as like how Jams 103 is going, Jams 103 is not happening next week. Nope. You guys will be traveling, and I'll be traveling too, so yeah, we won't be doing Jams next week. We will be doing Jams, however, on 12/13. It is open. It is open for submissions, but as far as like the show coming into play, that is going to be on December 13th. It's going to be a wonderful day, and oh my God, it's Friday the 13th. Well, put your hockey masks on, y'all. We're going to celebrate this right. Now, look. I know what you're probably thinking. I thought you didn't like Jason because of the Monster Fest. No, I actually enjoy Jason Voorhees. The thing is that everybody talks about him so much either on Friday the 13th or Monster Fest. And you just can't have it both, baby. Well, I don't know. I might bend that rule. It just depends. But let me tell you this, though. For this one, we're going to have a little bit more fun. And I'd like to let everybody know that Jams is open for all genres. So if you have some dark synth music that you'd like to have on there, entirely up to you. Or any sort of dark kind of music in general, because it is a music show, not a synthwave show. And everybody's invited. Which reminds me, we did a great job with Jams 102 the other day, and I think some of you were telling me that you couldn't access it live for some reason. I'll let you know. See, if you're ever on like the Mixlr layout, Mixlr has done some upgrades to itself as of late. So you can see like certain things come into play, such as the recordings, or such as like shows that have aired and became recordings now, in addition to some newer stuff that they're trying to do. So there's a few bugs in the works, because like when I was creating out the layouts for this week, I noticed that whenever I shared them on social, it would show like J360 Radio and not the name of the show. So Yeah, let them work that out, guys. I mean, like I said, it ain't me this time. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty much them. But if it's for a good cause and if it makes our enjoyment and our growth better, then hey, let's see what they do for us. We go ahead and we ride this out. Because right now I've been taking a look at some of my resources, and for next year, some of them are going the way of the dodo. I'm going to have to come up with some new stuff and pay attention to like what we have going on as we ride the year out. Yeah, it's just the lot in life, man, because, like, whereas you grow in other ways, you are going to have to downsize in others. And I noticed that with StreamYard having new owners and stuff, not to mention they cranked up, like, how much StreamYard costs us for a year. I said, oh, hell no. Not for lackluster, shitty service. We're not keeping that. So that's getting gutted. You know what I'm saying? But, until then, I'm working on some other stuff here and making sure that we're all good to go. Such as, like, we are still going to be on Mixlr for next year. We also have Red Circle, which we're always going to be on. So, any of you guys that are like, hey, I want to listen to a different season, I want to listen to this and that. Well, the Mixer will always be for current seasons. But if you want to listen to the older seasons and all that stuff, you have the Red Circle, you have the Ko-fi, you have the, let's see, or is it Ko-fi? No, you have the Ko-fi. Soon you'll have the Patreon. And then, of course, you have the J360 Productions webpage. So you will have ways of going through the archives without having to worry about whether it's going to be on Mixlr. Mixlr is going to be for new and current. Okay? So I'm just letting you all know how the layout's going. Another thing is, as far as like J360 Ready on YouTube, I want to go ahead and ask you guys a question about this, and you guys can answer this via email, or you can send me something on the social. Do you think that the J360 radio shows should have their own YouTube channel or not? You know what I mean?
My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
I mean, let me know about it, because if they do, all right, maybe we can go ahead and work something out with that. I've been looking at the YouTube channel and thinking of maybe ways to divvy up the content, but also ways of, like, you guys can access it. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to have that conversation with me, go ahead and let me know about it. That way we can go ahead and work this thing out. Because, I already know what my goal and dream is for all of these shows and the movies and everything. Whereas, like, I want to see how this best works with a lot of you guys out there, because not only are you listeners, viewers, you're also customers. So I want to see, like, exactly how this works out for you. And you never know, like, different perspectives really make things better for everybody. So that's very important, which is why the community is important. And speaking of community, we are on Blue Sky. No, I did not get rid of my X and Twitter. Wow, isn't it? That's so weird how rhythmic that is when it comes to, like, using Blue Sky now. I mean, almost everybody's going to Blue Sky, and I can't blame you for it. But I just wanted to let you know that I am on Blue Sky. So if you have that and you want to stay in touch, or you want to, reach out to me or speak as I'm putting new stuff up, it's entirely up to you. I will have the link in the description box below. And that way, so you know what to do as far as, like, following and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know some of you have told me about Rumble, and here's the thing. Like I said, I'm not getting rid of Rumble. We're just going to have to make do with that, because, like I said, YouTube doesn't seem to understand free speech any more than Facebook does. And, right off the bat, it's just weird with the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to keep the YouTube, don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is that, like, the way things are going, that's just there as backup. I do not care about what any of those other people on there are saying on Rumble, except maybe Aldnera Comics. And the truth is, because me and Pete been cool for years, so, I respect that man. In addition to, like, all the work that I've seen him do, in addition to other things. Not everybody on there is about politics. Everybody's just trying to get their free speech out there. And see, when you got algorithms dictating what is good content and bad content and doing a very sloppy job, I might add, you got to go ahead and fight it another way. You see what I'm saying? So that's what this is all about. But all in all, though, it seems to be working out pretty good. Like, you guys are enjoying the power play over there, so it's not all bad. It's just like, once again, what are you going to do? See what I'm saying? But it is serving its purpose for me well, and then hopefully it's serving its purpose for a lot of you guys. The same thing for like when I'm doing J360 Jams TV, Project Conference, and a bunch of the other shows that are coming into play as we make our way through these upcoming years. By the way, you'll notice that you're able to download the episodes, right? Like, you guys do notice that, right? All right, well, you're able to, but like I said, it's just one of them kind of things to keep the podcast format going. But all in all, though, like I said, more things are being upgraded and changing all the time. You're just going to have to pay attention to it. But like right now, Ko-fi, Patreon, all that kind of stuff, it'll be around $5, a month. So I'm just letting you know how that's going to be going. And, the growth is going to be real, guys, and you'll be able to enjoy yourself. Now, like I said, that'll be where all the special content will be, is usually here on Mixlr, and then, it'll end up on the Ko-fi, and then in some cases it might end up on the website. I don't really know. It just really depends. But you're going to have to pay attention to a few things on how we grow on this stuff. But it's going to be awesome, which, by the way, let me remind you guys, if you want to be a part of J360 Jams, by the way, you can email me from now until like December 12th for the episode, so you got plenty of time. Remember to email me at j360jams@gmail.com, and then, of course, 2 tracks, because you need 2 tracks to play in on the radio station, so you need, and they don't have to be new. One could be new, and you have an older one, it's entirely up to you how you want to handle it, but you got to have your 2 tracks and a link that best sells you, whether it be Spotify, whether it be SoundCloud. I would prefer Bandcamp, because at least then people can buy your track. I want what best helps you out, and that way we can all work together. And speaking of Spotify, I'm sure that you guys have noticed that the J-Man Show is on Spotify. It's actually been on Spotify for quite some time, because like I said before, you need a voice out there, and I don't mind telling Spotify they ain't shit. So, yeah, that's for all of you out there who use it and all that stuff. In addition to Soda's there as well. And, the MiniBytes are there too, because for a while there it was an outlet of ours, and then all of a sudden it started getting weird, and if you cancel one of my shows, one of my best shows, mind you, what they did to Jams, I'll never forgive them for. So I'll always say that. But all in all, though, guys, I'm very excited for where we go from here. I'm looking to bring out another great year, because this year, it had its ups and downs on the outside of things, but as far as like J360 Productions is going, it has always been the best. I have the greatest fans. I have awesome people to work with, in addition to like some rivals that keep me on my toes about things, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is just the way it's been, and I like how the growth has been as far as everything else is going, because you got to go ahead and change it up a little bit. And hey, we did land on Mixlr around the end of 2023, so, or was it the beginning of 2024? Well, either way, when we made that great move, we never looked back, which is why I can't remember the date, and we just keep on going, So, yes. I see nothing but greatness ahead, guys, and, if anything goes wrong with Mixlr, don't you worry about it. I got all that covered. But all in all, though, y'all take care of yourselves. We will meet again soon. Come back tomorrow for the J-Man Show, and we'll go ahead and we'll keep making those, making that growth happen. But until then, this is J-Man signing off. Peace.
My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.